creative friends, welcome to my channel, and here we are. It is Saturday happenings for the first Saturday in January 2024, January the 6th. I am so excited about today because number one, I am clearly in a very different place than I usually do my Saturday happenings videos. I got my little list though so that I can talk about the videos that I did last week, what's coming up next week. It's just all good. Anyway, the reason this is cool is because do you see this tree next to me? You see that? Okay, I'm trying to get it as big as I can. Looky there. Holy moly. That's a big tree because I am in the California redwoods, and I do want to take a moment and apologize. The audio may not be great because I don't have my microphone, but I just couldn't pass this up. I told Brian on the way down here, we're coming down to see. We live our daughter lives right at the redwoods, and we live about 4 hours away. So on the way down here, I was like, I'm going to do my Saturday happenings from the middle of the redwoods. So here we are in the middle of the beautiful California redwoods, and I'm going to show you a couple. But really quickly, I wanted to tell you, last week was such an awesome week because it starts Canuary. Canuary is so cool. I love Canuary. It's just the best, and there's so many good things. And I did the tomato herb jam. Yes, it's called a jam, but honestly, it's really like a chunky ketchup. It's awesome. And, hold on, there's a car coming, so I want to be quiet. Okay, I knew that would be loud. Anyway, because the road's wet. It's kind of rainy. Anyway, so that was cool, but I discovered during the questions, and you guys are leaving awesome comments, but I'm having so many questions, number one, about what to do with that, and there's so much you can do. I had talked about, I'm getting rained on, I'm going to move. I had talked about doing it all with meatloaf, right? But you could use it with hamburger topper, use it on stuffed peppers. Somebody said an omelet. Somebody said a grilled cheese sandwich like dipped in. Oh my gosh, so many good things. Mozzarella cheese sticks dipped in it. It will be perfect. But there's so much you can do with that recipe, but it's not really a jam. It's more like a ketchup. I don't know why they call it a jam, but it's really good. But in the questions also, the comments, there were so many comments and questions about canning processes and things like that. So I think what I'm going to do is for the month of January, for Canuary, everyone that asked me questions in the comments that's really a canning process kind of thing, I'm going to save those up, and maybe the first week of February I'll do an answer the questions kind of a video from those questions. So I'm going to do that. Got this. So anyway, why would a person make the jam? I got that. Artificial sweetener. Okay, a lot of people have asked if you can use artificial sweetener in that recipe. I don't alter a recipe, but if you want to leave the sugar out, you can. Once it's all cooked down and ready to process, it's done, it's cooked. So you could clearly just leave the sugar out and then add the artificial sweetener when it's done and then put it in the freezer. You don't have to put it in a jar and process it. So that's cool. So you could do that. So those are the kind of things that I'm looking at my list. I don't want to miss it. So I also did the video on the Splenda nuts. The Splenda nuts were so good. And someone commented, you know, they would be healthier with sugar. But the point of those was to make something sweet that was not using sugar because of people who cannot eat sugar. So that was really good. I like them, and I think it's important to you know, for me to cut sugar out is one of the reasons why I made those Splenda nuts. So, you know what? Next week is going to be awesome. I've got the SOS. I've got my Mix It Up Monday coming. I've got a great thing, and I have a really cool recipe using that on Tuesday. And I'm going to be down at our grandkids. We're doing Christmas because they were not well at the holiday, and so we had to wait until everybody's recovered, and now we're going down to do Christmas. So I get Christmas like twice this year, which is very cool. But now I'm just going to take a minute and show you guys these amazing redwoods. Okay, that's the tree I was standing in front of, and it is just massive. Look at it. So we are in a place called the Newton B. Drury Parkway, and we come down here when, oh, there's a nice big one down there. See that tree? And they get way bigger. These are just, you know, some of the other ones. But there's a couple of them that you can go hike to that are just huge, but I think this is pretty darn big. I should get Brian to compare for you. Let me go down and have him stand in front of one of those trees. Anyway, every time we go to our daughters, we swing through the Newton B. Drury Parkway because we get views like this that are incredible, and it's a lot nicer than being on a freeway. So let me go down and have Brian to stand in front of one of the trees so that you can see how awesome they are. Okay, I got Brian to stand in front of this tree just so that you can have some perspective if you're not from around here and you don't know how huge these trees are. I was trying to find one to pull off and say, let me do my video in front of that tree. Okay, there is, you're 6 foot tall, aren't you?
5'11".
5'11". So his arms would be 5'11", outstretched. Look at him with that tree. That is just the base of a tree. It's amazing. Check it out. So cool. All right. I'm already bent all making like, oh, backflip. Okay. So we need to get going. You need to stop lollygagging, Brian.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy our little trip through, and what I'll do is I'll do a few little extra videos and kind of just tag them on at the end of this. But I hope you guys are enjoying Canuary because it's amazing. And as always, thanks for watching, and keep watching. You'll see some more trees, but I'll see you in my next video. There's a big one. So it's a good comparison. Like, you can see that car and then see it compared to the height. And sometimes if you go back in there, there's a big one, but you can see the size of, look at that guy right there. So big. It's just beautiful. So there's a sign to big tree. There are a lot of big trees, but apparently there's the biggest tree back there.
We've been to it.
Yeah, we've been back there. It's pretty cool. Right back over there. It's huge. Anyway, so this is just a beautiful drive, and I hope if you guys ever get an opportunity to check out the California redwoods, you do, because it's something else. And these aren't even really the big ones, are they? They are?
They're the tall ones. And the sequoias are bigger.
Oh, the sequoias are bigger around. But that was a big one right there. Like a car could have parked in front of that. And anyway, so here we're coming out, and there's actually a campground down here, which is, they've got a visitor center and all that kind of stuff too. So this is on the Newton B. Drury Parkway, and it's on Highway 101 going along the California-Oregon coast. It's just beautiful. So I hope you guys check it out, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.